being married and keeping that marriage stable up to this level in my 50s, saying I'm celebrating my 50 with my husband, my friend, my lover, who I met when I was 18. To me, that's another big achievement, which is in this family thing. I love dancing. I love music. I loved that on my 20s, while other people were very busy drinking and smoking and doing whatever things people do when they go out. I actually was very busy dancing. Whenever I would go out with my boyfriend then, who is my husband today, in our 20s, when they were busy maybe drinking, smoking, doing those things, I was very busy in the dance floor dancing. Hello, your girl here, Peris Mbuthia. Welcome back to my channel, Peris Mbuthia TV. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following me. Thank you for actually setting the question I asked for when I started this series of Peris at 50. I've turned 50. I turned 50 for those who are watching this video for the first time today in May of 2024. And so one thing I wanted to do in celebrating my 50th birthday was to do this series of Peris at 50 and lesson I've learned. And I sent you the first video. I said, please send me your question of what you want to hear from me. And because you're back, I'm sure it's because you want me to answer the question you've sent. So thank you, Mary, for asking this question. And I'm gonna try and be as authentic, sincere as I can in answering this question. So Mary, you've asked this. Peris, what is the one thing you love doing in your 20s that you still enjoy now in your 50s? Wow, a very good question. To be sincere, I loved hard work. I know you expected me to say something, fun, something. I'll still say some of those. But to be honest, in my 20s, for those who knew me then, I happened to have been in the UK then, they will tell you, Peris loved working hard. It doesn't matter what work I did. It didn't matter whether I was working in a hotel as a shaba maid, whether I was working in nursing home as a caregiver, whether I was working in hospital as a nursing assistant. It didn't matter what I did. I gave it my all. I loved working hard. I loved the art of working hard. Why? And I still love it today because God gave me wisdom at an early age of 18, not 18, even when I was in high school. God gave me wisdom to know that hard work does not go to waste. You want to achieve something, you want to achieve greatness, you must put in some work. My parents taught me that. My dad, may he continue resting in peace. When we were home after school closed, I remember, this is early when I was in primary or even in secondary. If he found you sleeping at 7 a.m., he would come and ask you. For those who don't understand Swahili, forgive me, I'll say what it means in English. But my dad, if he found you in bed at 7 a.m., and don't you forget, this is during vacation time, you've closed school, he would ask you, kwa nini umelala kama maskini? Kwa nini? And then he would go in Kikuyu, Niki ukomete tamutheni, Themwe, ni mudo likuwetoro themwe, utari mutheni tiga mutheni wetoro. That would be my dad. Kwa nini umelala kama maskini? Why are you sleeping like a poor person? Only poor people are in bed by 7 a.m. You should up and be up. Don't you have something to do? He would ask you. Don't you have something to do? I have things that need people to do. And I swear, if you say you don't have something to do, my dad would come with 20 things for you to do. So listen, from a knowledge, my sibling can testify to this if they're gonna watch this video. My mom can testify to this if she's gonna watch this video. That from a young age, that hard work thing was installed in me, and it was registered in my brain that if you want to achieve it, you must work for it. My dad will not just give you something. You'd have to explain to him what you've done to be able to be given that thing, to deserve that thing, that gift you want, that new outfit you want, that new book you want. Did you perform well in that class, or you just want me to buy you a new textbook? Lily, you must prove to my dad. You had to prove to my dad that. May he continue resting in peace. My mom, on the other hand, that same. She was a hard worker. She taught me hard work. From when I was little, I was given, being firstborn of my parent, firstborn of my mom and dad, I was given responsibility from when I was, I would say, 6. At 6 years old, I had the responsibility to take care of my brother. Let me tell you, I learned hard work. And when I learned about it, and when I understood it, and when I realized, wow, you mean if I want it, I just have to work hard, plan, and achieve? Sometimes some things don't come with hard work. Let's face it. Some will come just because God favored you. Some will come because you had connection. Some will come because of your networking. Some will come because you work smart. Some will come because it just happened. Hey, kisela sela. Let me tell you though, one thing I've learned, hard work pays no matter what. I am not where I am today because it was gifted to me. See, sponsor. I didn't get sponsorship. I know, in Kenya, you know what that means. If you know, you know. Sikufika hapa sababu my parents were rich. Not because I had very wealthy parents. They were okay. But not because I was born in a silver plate or in a gold plate in my hands. No. I am where I am today because of hard work. And you might say, Peris, what do you mean you are where you are? Where are you at? What are you talking about? You are not successful. That's according to you. Remember, greatness is not measured by what you want it to be measured by. Successful is not measured by what you have put as your goal of being. Maybe you having a private jet is when you feel you're successful. But as for me, that would be good. I would love a private jet. It would be an add-on to my life, but I don't measure my success based on material things. I measure my success based with things that really make my heart do what? My heart flutter. My heart, hiyo kitu inaitangwa aje? What do you call that thing? That heart dum 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 dum. There are so many things that make my heart feel like that. And honestly, most of them is not material things. So, one thing I love doing on my 20s, I hope I've answered that question to you, Mary. It is hard work. I still enjoy working hard even now at my 50. If anything, I've just begun. I hope I've answered that. The next question was, achievement that you have come to like with your age and that, you know, you've come to adore at your age. What achievement that you feel, wow, this one, iko pale. I really wanted to achieve it was my 20s, and now I'm on my 50s. I've achieved it. I love it. I enjoy it. I thank God for it. Again, it might be something that you might think, wow, Peris, that's it? That's the achievement that you feel at 50, you are really loving it? Yeah. Listen. Being a mother and a wife, I know it might come as a surprise to you, but at a very young age, I really wanted to be married. I wanted to be somebody's mother. I wanted to be somebody's wife. Mr. and Mrs. Kamau, that book that we were given in school of a nuclear family that you see a mother, a father, 2 children, a boy and a girl, a dog and a cat, a home and a car. I wanted that. To me, it was something that I was like, one day when I grow up, my biggest achievement would be having a family, would be being married, and would be being a mother. And more importantly, not just being a mother, but being a pleasant mother, being a loving mother, being a caring mother, and being a caring, loving wife. Now, you might say, Jesus, Peris, that's not an achievement to me. I don't want to get married. That's not an achievement to me. I don't want children. That's what I told you. That's what I told you. You might look at my life and say, I want Peris's life. But then, when I tell you what makes me happy, then you look again and say, I want her life. That's not what I call achievement to me. But for me, do you know how hard it is to raise children? I've raised 2 until the age of 18. Do you know how hard it is? So when you finally say, wow, I've done it, I've achieved it, I've raised 2 human beings, I didn't kill them because of being careless, I managed to feed them, I managed to teach them the values of life, to be good human beings, to be good responsible citizens. I've managed to do that. Look at that. I have a daughter who is now married with a child. I have a daughter who is in university, the last born. To me, that is an achievement to me, because guess what? I've given this world two very well balanced human beings, 2 good citizens that will add value in this world. To me, that's a big achievement. I've been married for, like I said, I got married, I met my husband when I was 18, got married at the age of, I started dating at the age of 19 and did my church wedding at the age of, I believe I was 20. I was 24. I'm forgetting what age I got married. Look at that. I was 24. I think did my church wedding when I was there. I've been married for that long. That to me, it's a big achievement. Staying married, not only married, but being happily married, being grounded, even though marriage has got up and down, being married, whether I had money or I was poor, whether I had career or didn't have one, through the ups and downs of having children, becoming business owner, traveling, going back to school, while I was still married and having children. That to me is a big achievement. Being married and keeping that marriage stable up to this level in my 50s, saying I'm celebrating my 50 with my husband, my friend, my lover, who I met when I was 18. To me, that's another big achievement, which is in this family thing. Remember, I wanted to achieve a family. I loved being in a family unit. Some people say, I'm not in love of the idea of being married. I was in love of the idea of being married, and I was in love with the idea of being a mother. I'm still in love with that idea. I'm still parenting, given I have a daughter who is, my last born is 18. So I'm still parenting. She's almost 19. I'm still parenting. And given my first daughter is not yet 30, almost there, I'm still parenting. And given I have a grandchild, I'm still parenting. It never ends. So that's my biggest achievement. But now, on the fun part, because you're like, you're becoming boring. Gosh, that is your achievement. Let's go back to the first question. What is the things you did in your 20s that you're still enjoying in your 50s? And I said hard work. Another thing I love doing then, and I still love now, is dancing. Yeah, I'm not a very good dancer. Honestly, I'm not. But I enjoy the art of dancing. I enjoy in learning a routine. I enjoy in just moving my body to the beats of any kind of music. I don't care whether it's salsa. I don't care whether it's Kikuyu music. I don't care whether it's, what do you call those songs that are happening these days? Amapiano. In Kenya, Amapiano is the in thing. I don't care whether it's country music. I don't care. Whatever it is. I love dancing. I love music. I loved that on my 20s, while other people were very busy drinking and smoking and doing whatever things people do when they go out. I actually was very busy dancing. Whenever I would go out with my boyfriend then, who is my husband today, in our 20s, when they were busy maybe drinking, smoking, doing those things, I was very busy in the dance floor dancing. I loved dancing. I still love it today, because not only does it lift my mood, it also keeps me fit. So it's part of exercising. So I loved that on my 20s. I still love it even at 50. Try me, invite me for a dance. We will dance until it's morning. So another fun thing I enjoyed, or my achievement. Let's go back to now the second question, the achievement that I'm so proud of in my 50, that I really wanted to achieve when I was 20, and maybe I didn't, and now I've achieved in my 50s, is honestly being confident. I know, let's go back there. In your 20s, you're so timid by so many things. You worry about, remember I had talked about that in the first video. You worry about how you're, oh my God, my eyes are big. I worried about my eyes. I thought I had big eyes and they're ugly. I tried to hide them. I thought people judged me because of how my hair looked. I thought people judge me because of my weight. I am short. I thought, oh my God, people judge. People don't love me because I'm short. Maybe they like tall people. Oh my God. Can you believe it? For 10 years in my marriage, I never went anywhere with my husband without wearing heels. Oh my God, when I think about it, slavery, life of choosing to be a slave to heels because I wanted to be as tall as my husband. And mind you, this is a guy who is about 5'11" tall, and I'm only 5'3". And I'm trying 5'3" feet, and I'm trying to compete with a 5'11", 5'10", 5'11" guy. And I want to be on his, because I thought maybe he liked tall girls. Imagine how stupid, the audacity of even thinking like that. The man married me for me, how I looked and everything. But I still thought, maybe he's looking at tall girls. Maybe he wants tall girls. I want to wear heels. 10 years. Oh, Jesus, I'm so glad at 50, I care less about what you think about my height, what you think about my color, what you think about my hair, what you think. The confidence that comes with 50s. The confidence of being you unapologetically. The confidence of just saying whatever comes in your mouth, so long as you don't upset somebody or abuse somebody or, you know, so long as you're not being disrespectful, but speaking your mind, being yourself 100%, calling yourself as beautiful you are, whether you're short, tall, fat, skinny, black, brown, that. It's something that in my 20s, I couldn't achieve it, but now I'm so proud that I've achieved it in my 50s. I hope I've answered your question, Mary, in a way you wanted them answered. And if not, please, follow-up question. Tell me what you want to hear in the next video. I love you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for liking it. And thank you for subscribing in this channel. To our sponsors, Timeless Medical Spa and Oxygen Botanical Kenya, thank you. May God bless you. See you in the next video and the next question answered.